Hello everyone, I am Conquering History Games and welcome back to the huge part 50 of my Komnenian restoration campaign here in Crusader Kings 2. I think this might be the first thing on the channel that has ever gone all the way to part 50, so pretty big milestone. Now, we have a huge domain right now, and the thing that I want to prioritize is getting these areas to convert to Roman culture. So what I'm probably going to do is just create new vassals at every single county, and then just organize things into the duchies. And I'm the king of Germany, of course, and then eventually I'll give that as a viceroyship to somebody. But I'm gonna try to make an active effort to reduce my vassal count and keep things just generally more organized than they have been before. So I guess we'll start over here in Lorraine, and yeah, do that. So I think I need to come over here, and then it's I can't just create a new vassal? Why not? Okay, that worked. When I do that, it does spawn a Roman, right? A Roman Orthodox. It should do that every single time. I'm not going to be checking every single one of these, but yeah, that is generally how it seems to work. I can't make a new vassal for the top holding, though, it looks like. But at least I could do it in all these areas. Of course, this is going to cause my vassal count to absolutely skyrocket. Now, what I want to do is I want to gift this to somebody, gift this holding to somebody out there in the world. So let's go to my court. Kurdish, no. Han, no. Love to do Han campaign one day, but not today. Greek, which would be difficult. Do something where I can invite the Han over, and then I get them into my line, and then I've got Han culture, and I'm trying to expand it and things like that. It could get pretty interesting, I think. Here we go. Tiberius of Best. We're gonna give you, where was it? Lorraine, right? The county of Lorraine. Its lower titles. Well, I already gave away the lower titles, but you also receive Verdun. This is going to be a lot of today's episode, guys. So settle in. Oh no, these are cities. This is going to take a little while, as you all can see. Maybe I should just go around and make all the new vassals everywhere, and then deal with the top counties second, just so I could kind of be done with this. You know what I'm saying, guys? By doing that, okay. That's a start, and then I want to. So I do that. Come over here. Duchy of Upper Lorraine. Create that, and give it to him. Well, so that's a start. Long ways to go yet. Money is gonna definitely be an issue as we make our way north. I keep hitting the religion. I'm constantly doing that. I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but I sure have, and it's annoying myself. I constantly am clicking the religion button whenever I want to hit culture. Kultur. Alright. Where's another pocket of being Roman here? We've got yeah. This is Roman. So let's work on this duchy. This is the Duchy of Tyrol, which I think already exists. Yeah, it does. It's under a Roman, right? No, it's under an Italian. That's pretty annoying. Right. Okay, I need to get this. It's T and I. These are the numbers. These are the ones I'm gonna be clicking back and forth on. All right, so let's look into Swabia. Really, ideally, I should only have one count in every single area. That's supposed to aid in the culture conversion. So we'll try to do that. as much as possible. Let's go through and create the millions of new vassals first, though. Let's try to... We'll run along this line in the Danube. By the way, if we were to look at the Holy Roman Empire, if we do that, just making sure there's no highlighting within my own borders. Okay, they have this area up here, but it doesn't look like before where I had an area. This is fine, I think. Yeah, I own all these holdings. It just always looks a little bit striped because it's such a small area. Okay, where was I? Yeah, we were zigzagging. So... I think it helps the most. It's supposed to help the most when the top holding is owned by a Roman, but these things can end up taking quite some time, as we all are aware. It depends on stewardship, and this is really not important. Can you imagine if they made it an achievement goal that you had to like convert all the old empire's borders over to Roman? This is something I would make a higher priority whenever I do a Hellenic revival campaign, but that's not what we're doing. We haven't been doing that. The Hellenic revival probably just generally makes things a little bit easier too, once you get through the fighting that comes with that. Damn it. Wagram. One of these days I need to listen to Wagner's Ring Cycle. Don't know when I would do it though. Really have no idea. I actually, believe it or not, for the very first time the other day, well, who knows when you guys are watching this, but the other day, meaning a day that was in October, I sat down for the first time and really listened to some Chopin. Now, it's not that I'm not somebody who isn't a fan of romantic or classical music. I've listened to plenty of it actively and on NPR. I used to listen to... I'm just going to be blabbing a lot while I do all this, so you guys know. So I used to listen to tons and tons of NPR, which is National Public Radio here in the United States. And I would... Yeah, we got to come up here. At my old job, because I would like sit by myself a lot. Like I had coworkers, but at this particular security job, somebody always had to be patrolling. So yeah, you had a partner, but really you were by yourself most of the day because the other person would be out. And I'm just getting a little paranoid. Okay, these are all Roman Orthodox, making sure. So I used to listen to tons of NPR because NPR basically does not have commercials. Your taxes cover it. They don't use... There is advertisements, but really, most of the time, the most ads I'd say that you'd have is if, let's say there was a story on something. Oh, I don't know. Let me make something up. Like, let's say somebody did a story on the Lay's chip factory or something. It's like, oh, they found rats in there. I don't think they found any rats in there. I'm just saying. So then, at the end of a news segment, they'd say, full disclosure, Lay's contributes money to this station or something like that. But if anything, they were like negative advertisements because, if anything, it seemed to like increase their credibility because they would. Maybe it was just me, but I always noticed that whenever they would, the ones that I remember would be after they did some negative story, where it's like, hey, these guys give us money, but they're actually still really bad, or something like that. Anyway, so NPR, and I know there's equivalents in other countries, but in the United States, NPR will play tons of orchestral music. So you'll have like Performance Today, so they'll like live stream an orchestra from somewhere in the country. You just like, welcome to the Boston Philharmonic's performance of Gustav Holst's Planet Symphony, something like that. And wait a minute. Yeah, here we go. So anyway, I've heard a lot of orchestral music, a lot of Beethoven, a lot of Bach and stuff, but there's a difference between that I've heard it and then I actively listen to it. So for example, there are composers that I really enjoy. I have gone out of my way, for example, like I will look up Bach, for example. I will look up Beethoven, things like that. But I had never taken the time to listen to Chopin. Now, El Paso has it's actually a really awesome thing. Does a piano festival every year. It's been going for 25 years this as of 2019. And it'll just mostly be centered around a series, like you'll have a series of concert performances of solo piano of Chopin's works. And so I finally went to one, just out of my own volition. Well, it's because, and also the thing is, they don't freaking advertise. The thing's been around for 25 years, and nobody knows when it is, because they don't advertise at all, like hardly at all. It's the same thing with Shakespeare on the Rocks. There's like a once or twice yearly festival. It depends on the year, where there'll be a series of Shakespeare performances, and they usually are pretty good. But nobody advertises them, and so people don't know that it's out there, and so the attendance isn't as good as I think it should be. And I've never met anybody who went to Shakespeare on the Rocks who didn't like it, but people don't know about it. But anyway, so I went and I watched and so I sat and I listened to the Chopin, and I just instantly became a fan. It was amazing. Let me make sure that I want to pull up the guy's name, because I'm going to misspell it, so I want to spell it correctly in case anybody's interested in him. Just a second. Hold on. Having some technical issues here. Let's see here. Okay, wait a minute. No. I'm having an issue. Okay, so anyway, the performance that I went to, and I'm gonna go to another one here in like a week. I'm gonna because the festival is not a single day. It takes place over like a series of weeks. Whoops, almost made that the county capital. Don't want to do that now. Jena, where Hegel says that history ended. It's so convenient when history can end just, you don't have to leave your porch and watch it. So I saw Mi Ting Sun, which is spelled MEI-TING space SUN. Oh, I'm reading a news article, or it's on the side. There's going to be a Cowboy Bebop movie. First I've heard of this. Anyway, so he was just amazing, and he spoke a little bit before the performance, and then there was an intermission, and he spoke again a little bit before continuing, just basically going over his reasons for choosing particular pieces. And I'm telling you, in a way, I kind of felt out of my depth, because he spoke in a way that I'm sure that everybody there were huge Chopin fans, and had been for a long time, so they knew his works. But it was pretty cool, because he was going, well, it's the 25th anniversary, so there's not really a unified theme for my performance today. It's we're more going to try to get a broad spectrum of his works. So, we're going to do Polonaise, we're going to do Nocturnes, etc., etc. And so I got like a buffet line of Chopin's work, and it was awesome. Okay, we're already down to 72. That's good. And so now I really like Chopin, so I'm listening to it more. It was kind of funny though, because, and I wish I knew which nocturne it was, because the nocturne section, he didn't list them all on the program. It just was like a series of nocturnes. I think he said he did 3. I'll find them again one day, but it's one of those cases of I could usurp Alsace. We definitely want to do that. And it's a case of where like all music is stealing from older music forever. That's all music ever is, because there were some parts he's playing the melodies, and then I would catch a melody and I'd find myself humming like America, America, and then there was like a little different middle section, but then it would come back God shed his grace on thee. Like, the melody sounded like that to me, anyway. Which, I'm sure it wasn't. It wasn't that music, because he's, Chopin was Polish. But it's interesting. Yeah, too many held duchies. Let's go over here to Alsace. Where is that? Right here. A very small duchy. Incredibly small. Okay, we need to give Sundgau to somebody. One or other. Ah, we have a family member here. Oh, yes. So we're just going to give him this duchy. There we go. The Duke of Alsace. Yeah. So I like Chopin now is what I'm saying. That's what that long rambling story was about. And I'm going to go again in a couple of weeks here. They're going to do the woman Lucy Scarborough, Dr. Lucy Scarborough. She's the one who actually organizes the festival. So she's going to be performing on the last day of the festival. I missed the first way. But it's amazing because like I never hear about the dates of it. The only reason I finally remembered to go this year is because I was at somebody's house and he gave me something, and he gave me a stack of papers, and in the papers was by accident a bookmark. So they have like little bookmarks that show the dates of the festival, and I went, what the heck? I went, oh, the Chopin Music Festival, right? The thing that's been in this town for 25 years but nobody ever goes to, because they don't know. All right, let's try to do the Rhine. I'm going to be over my vassal limit for a while. Wait. Oh, that's a small duchy. Let's go for a big one. Wait, whoops. Franconia. Yeah, that's like 4. No, up here is 5. Oh, we don't have that, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let's do Franconia. Create that. We've got to... no. 186 vassals, technically. Thankfully, they're only counting the county level people. I just need to give this to somebody and everything lower. Or why can't I give him a vice worship? Right. Yeah, I don't want to keep giving everything lower. I want to make it individual areas. It just makes conversion a lot easier. Of course, I gotta kind of have... I need to have adjacent provinces that are Roman, though, to really make it easier. That's what's making things a pain right now. Hold on a second. Yeah, so it's only because of that bookmark that wasn't even intended to be given to me that I remembered to go to the festival. So I missed the first guy who performed a couple weeks ago. Why can't I make new vassals here? I don't know. I don't get it. Well, in the meantime, let's find a claimant, because I'm pretty sure the last one I invited died. Hey, look who's not married! You done fucked up now. Come on. Get over here, get over here, get over here, get over here. Oh, the dangerous factions! Oh, the factions, 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 factions! I have some other duchy titles, right, that are not... Wait, there... Where was it? There. Jazeera. Just take this, please. I'm exactly at my vassal limit right now. But I'm going to give the vice worship to somebody here in a minute. Okay. Okay, great. Now, we are going to set you up with a matrilineal marriage, whether you like it or not. Nope, she's far too old. Okay, maybe I was wrong about it. Oh, no, I need to do it this way. Okay, dynasty. go down to the K's. It's going to be matrilineal. We're going to the... No, that's the P's, the M's. Wait. Yeah, wait. There we go. Okay, too young. You know what, just set it up, sure. We'll give him one title somewhere or other. Yeah, I'm over the limit, I'm very aware. Okay, Bamberg. What kind of lines of successions do we have? The Duke of Pisa. No. Time to start inviting tons and tons of nobles. Holy crap, why does it cost so much? Alright, maybe not. Alright, we'll try something else. Check this out. We're going to find characters, all people who will join the court. Hold on. Will join the court and have to be specifically my culture. I want them to be men. There we go. We're going to start inviting everybody in the world. Aurelius, very strong name. See, and these guys will all be free. Okay. What are some other interesting cultural events that have been going on in El Paso? It's Tom Lee month right now. Again, we're in October when I am recording this. Tom Lee month is actually a really awesome yearly event. You see, one of the things that annoys me about El Paso, or I should say that annoys me about El Paso culture, is there is this incessant need to claim, like in quotation marks, claim certain people, anybody famous, any artists, things like that, as ours. Like we claim that they're El Pasoans. So for example, Stevie Nicks, the musician, is claimed as an El Pasoan because she was here in the 7th grade. There's like some new R&B artist who, or like a pop artist, he's supposed to be from El Paso, but somebody was telling me just like 2 days ago that he only lived here for like literally 2 months. Let's see. Now he's on the pop charts. This will never happen matrilineally. Okay, well, we can go ahead and dismiss those, so we can start cooling off our people. Might go to war with the papacy if I feel I could take them on, but the thing is, they just always have such... They're just so damn strong. But they have all that money, so they always get a bunch of mercenaries. It's like fighting a city-state, one of the Italian ones. Anyway, so Tom Lee, though, now that's a guy who is... Wow. The Ruhr kids ended up way out here. The blood of Rurik. So he's so steeped in El Paso. Like, he is a true El Pasoan. He was well, first off, his full name's Tom Lee III. He was the son of a mayor. What's this? Sure. Am I plotting to kill anyone right now? Duke of Pisa, my nephew. Right. How is he not dead yet? Look at that! 526 manpower. Oh, you know what it is? It's probably all these tons and tons of brand new vassals I created. It's like if I go here... Wait a minute. Oh, shoot. Yeah. So we gotta do something like, okay, Belotharius. We get Bamberg. There's Magnus. You're gonna get Weimar. Where is it? Wait, no. There we go. The County of Weimar. Very important county. Yeah, we got a lot of these guys now. Whoops. To the T's. To the T's. Alright. What are we still missing here? Oh, this is actually a Lothinger, my bad. So I need to give Weisenberg to somebody. Not him. This guy already has a title, apparently. County of Ausfischer. Yeah. Okay, cool. So what was it, Weisenberg? So Tom Lee, he's a I think I've talked about him on live streams and stuff before, but he's basically he's most famous for his work as a painter. All right, is that everybody in the duchy? He did make a lot of really famous. Who's got the best stewardship? Famous paintings such as the 2,000 Mile Stare. That's probably his most famous painting. I'll even pull it up, and as soon as you see it, you're gonna go, "Oh, that's Tom Lee." Here we go. Oops. 2,000 Yard Stare. It was for part of his work as a member of Life magazine during World War II because he was a war correspondent. Set the settings. Give a large size to this image. Maybe try to find a picture that's not completely fucking faded. There we go. Yeah, this is the 2,000 Yard Stare by Tom Lee. His most, yeah, I'd probably say it's his most famous work pretty easily. And it's Tom Lee also. So let me pull it back. So he did several things. He was a war correspondent, of course. He was an artist in a few different mediums. He did murals, a lot of which are pretty well known around town. It's kind of one of those things that just sort of fade into the background of a lot of people. A lot of people don't even know until they're adults how much of El Paso is, El Paso. Okay, bowmen are going for this guy. Great. Right, new courtier. A couple new courtiers. All right, we need a wait. New big duchy. What do we want? Swabia. Swabia's got 5 in there. Swabia's a real good one. Let's give him Ulm. So he did a lot of novels, and the thing was, a lot of his work would consistently have sort of Southwest themes, El Paso themes. He actually is somebody who took a lot of pride in being an El Paso. Now I probably should specify when he lived. Of course, he was a war correspondent, so he was born in 1907. Yeah, Württemberg. He was born in 1907. It didn't die until 2001. He lived to be very old. So that was that's like over 90 years old. Hold on a second. And I think that was after he died. They set up the Tom Lee Institute, which is it's a group based here in El Paso that is dedicated to I guess you could say advocating, for lack of a better word, the works of Tom Lee. It's a fan club. It's basically what it is. All right, we got a new one here. You're gonna get to Fürstenberg. There we go. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Does anybody have Schwabia? This one yet? No Schwaben. Schwaben. Okay. So this is Augsburg. Oh, right there. That was easy. Cool. And you still need something. Right. I guess the next one is we'll do Bavaria. We'll get Regensburg. This is the kind of stuff that's only going to pay off in 30 years, too, all this attempted culture conversion I'm doing. Well, like, let's see. One of my favorite pieces of his, even though it's not technically, like in quotation marks, it's not a technical masterpiece or anything. Let me try to find a good picture of it, is Tom Lee's Pass in the North, which is in the federal courthouse downtown, and it's basically meant to be a tribute to all the groups of people who helped. What's the word? Yeah, who formed El Paso. It's like the people that would shape the Southwest. Let me see. I found a picture of half of it. I'm just doing image searches right now. Oh, this is actually a pretty cool picture. So this is him right after he finished the mural. So, So like over here you have like the Franciscan monks, the conquistadors, the Native Americans, pioneers. There's like a Texas Ranger over here that's out of shot. That's Tom Lee, incidentally, but it's a pretty cool piece. And the thing is, it includes a big variety of people in the sense that there are, like I said, you have Native Americans and conquistadors in the same shot, which these days is seen as actually kind of controversial. Well, that ain't good. The economy, this whole area that I just conquered is not great. But it's one of those things that he wasn't trying to... Like, I think he painted that in the 1930s, and I guess there was just a different attitude back then. I think conquistadors are cool. Like, obviously they committed a lot of crimes, but go read friggin' not Cortez's, oh shit, I'm blanking out. Who wrote The Conquest of Mexico? It was, it's with a B. It was, Bernardo? No, it was, not Bernardo. What the frick is Bernardo? I'm trying to, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I am not remembering his name. I'm trying to look it up right now. Shoot. It's with a B. Well, in any case, I'm trying to. Yeah, Bernal Diaz de Castillo, The Conquest of New Spain. That's it. That's how you have to look it up. I was looking up The Conquest of Mexico, which is a different book by William Prescott about a different war. Anyway, but read that and tell me you are not at least impressed by the conquistadors. Like, just imagine you're like on practically an alien world. It feels like. And just the stuff they went through, they witnessed some of their own men being sacrificed to the gods and things like that. But nowadays, conquistadors are really kind of controversial. I think they're overblown how controversial they is. I think it's mostly you have some Native American tribesmen. Okay, here we go. We got another court here. I'm just gonna start giving these out willy-nilly. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Just start giving them out. We'll build the duchies later. I'm up to 58 on my vassal limit. Oh, excuse me. We have a Romulus of Basel. These are terrific names. Ask for help managing my titles. No! And he, sorry, I get just so distracted. There's so many counties. Look at the direct vassal. You see, some of this looks okay. Some of this could look a lot better. I'm really debating getting more money from the Jews so I could just create a couple duchy titles real quick. I want to create the Duchy of Swabia. Need a little bit more money than I've got right now. Oh, good! This clown's finally dead. What did he die of? Natural death. Too good for him, if you ask me. Culturally... See, I don't know how we're going to be able to spread Roman culture over here. I just don't see it happening. We could try, though. This guy's gotta love me now, right? Well, nope, he still absolutely hates me because, well, my domain is too big. We got minus 410. He also wants the Duchy of Leinster. Well, you already have the other thing, so sure, that only makes sense. Alright, what else are you mad about? Mostly the hideously huge domain thing. Oh, damn it, look at this. The Irish flag. It's not even up here. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, let's get the monthly balance up. Oh man, everybody friggin' hates me. How's this Gregorus guy still alive? Didn't he die? I could have sworn he died. Obviously he didn't. Alright, let's do another round of trying to invite people. I've just been rambling this whole damn time. Okay, looks like we have some more. Wait, no, never mind. These people hate me because of my domain. They just hate me because they ate me. Like, if we look at direct vassals, see I have still big chunks here of the Rhineland areas. And this must be my vacation homes in the Alps. Okay, well, that's enough organizing for today. I'll continue to do some more in the next episode. Who's the Holy Roman Empire fighting? They're doing some fighting up here in Estonia. Bohemia is freaking huge. Doesn't take a genius to know who's going to win the next election in there. Bohemia is definitely taking charge. Okay, yeah, so in the next episode we'll keep reorganizing, and once things have cooled down, I think I'm going to start holy warring to the west. Let's start enclosing this section of the Mediterranean as best that we can. Or we might go after the papacy and bring it into Catholicism once and for all. I feel that Spain is going to give me more, but you guys have probably been begging for 50 frickin' episodes for me to clean up Asia Minor and also Italy, and these are sort of more core. Some areas are more core than others, so I would imagine you guys are getting pretty ticked off about all this. I might just start with a holy war against the Muslims and then do one against the papacy and just start ticking back and forth, back and forth. Anyway, thanks for joining me. I'm Conquering History Games, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.